had all day to think about all this stuff. Still kind of digging where I'm at. Of course, had to deal with her today, calling me, telling me that she really don't want a divorce and blaming me for keeping her at home for the last 18 years, even though I didn't. I just gave her a choice. And now she's talking that, you know, she feels like that she don't deserve to be left out here with nothing. And in a way, because of what she did, the severity of what she did, I feel like she don't deserve anything. She could have worked. And I told her I would help her as much as I could, but now she's trying to turn all this around. You know, it's amazing when people get caught and they know they're wrong, they're going to try to make you the scapegoat. I guess the term's gaslighting. I don't know. I've heard people use the gaslighting term. I'm just not even completely sure what that means. But, you know, I've just had a lot of time to think about all this, and even though I know I'm doing the right thing, it still hurts. Doesn't make a difference. You know, it's funny. I told her in a way I asked for this, and what I mean by that is, you know, I started going to church and I was praying to God because I knew there was a problem in marriage. I just didn't know what it was. So I asked God to provide me with some kind of answer, you know, for my kids and my family, my friends and people that are hurt. You know, I kind of prayed for everybody, but I asked for the guidance to say, God, you know, what do I need to do? And all this happened. At first I was angry. I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna quit church, and if this is the plan that God had for me, then I'm angry. But then I got to thinking, you know, God doesn't always directly give you an answer, and sometimes the answers he does give you is the best answer, but you might not like what that answer is. And that's kind of the way I'm looking at it right now. Kind of the way, if I go out here and ask somebody for some advice and they give it to me, it just makes me mad. So I'm thinking I went about it all wrong. I shouldn't have been mad at God. I should have been thankful to him for doing this, and not really saying he done it by that aspect, but just, you know, making it come to light, making it easier for me to find out, because I could have been 63 or 73 or something, and knowing that I've lived my life in a lie, I wouldn't have loved this marriage. You know, I don't know what makes people do what they do, and I don't understand why people feel like they can use people and feel better about themselves. I've always been a person of face value. I've always thought I was a good person. I always tried to do the right thing. But in aspect that does, you know, I guess in reality, not aspect, but reality, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People are people, and you're not always going to figure it out. So, but I guess we'll wait till tomorrow and see what tomorrow does.